Hey, Steve Post from the Motor Racing Network here at Racing Electronics in the PRN, in the Expo Center here, the big conference center here in Indianapolis, and love talking short track racing, love super late model racing on asphalt, and there's nobody better than the crew chief for Donnie Wilson Racing, Bon Suss, to talk a little super late models with. Bon, how are you?
Good, enjoying it. Got in this morning, and it's a lot of fans here, a lot of people here for sure. It's great to see.
When you, as the crew chief for a super late model team, come to PRI, I know there's probably people you want to see. Is there a checklist? How do you prepare for PRI?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a great environment because everyone's here, so there's so much stuff, with the stuff I do for Toyota, with the Donnie Wilson stuff, all the parts and pieces and tools and people are here. It's just, it's the mecca of everything. So prepare. I don't know that you can prepare because I've been here with years where you got a plan, you're going through the show and you're like, I'm wait, and you run into people. So I don't know, for me, I just kind of float through, and it's a great way to, thank all the people that are there to help you. And from a technology side, it's a great way to connect with industry people, drivers, everything. So I don't know, I kind of just freelance it lately here.
Where are we at with super late model racing? There's been some transition. The ASA Stars Series has come on board. Of course, there's the big races. You guys were just at the Snowball Derby last week. Where are we at with super late model racing here in eastern part of the United States here at this point?
I think it's in a good spot. Obviously, Bob Sargent and Track Enterprises started the rebirth of the ASA Tour, and I think they put a good 10 races together. They're really marquee events. They were able to get connected with like Glass City 200s at Toledo and Winchester 400s and Nashville and the All-American and stuff. So I think it's in a really good spot there. The SRL deal, they've done a good job of also being there. I think that little bit of competition's decent. I think we got to be careful there isn't too many events. I'd love to see where super late models, maybe there's 30, 35 really high-end events, kind of like Winchester 400, and really have everyone strive to be there and that sort of thing. But I really think it's in a good spot. I think Bob's doing a tremendous job with the ASA package and really involving a group of teams in their Winter Circle program. Donnie Mingus put up the team construction money there. So I really think there's a potential for a lot of growth where it goes in the next 3-4 years. I think it's half on the racer to make it happen. I think it's half on a group like SRL or ASA to make it happen.
Neat stuff, that's for sure. You talk about those big races, Winchester 400, the Redbud 400, the All-American 400, another thing they all have in common, your team won it. Exactly. What's that like for you to win one of those big historic marquee events as the crew chief on this team?
It's huge. It's a testament to all the guys there and all the efforts, and especially to Donnie Wilson, who really is the glue to put it all together. Without a great owner, it doesn't work. But we didn't win quite as many races as we won the year before at Wilson, but we won, I feel like, more marquee ones. I was thinking about that just after the Derby. Like, wow, we won the Redbud, we won the Glass City, we won Winchester, we won Nashville. Maybe we didn't win as many of the 100-lappers, but we won more marquee ones, even though we won a few less. So, no, amazing year, great group of drivers, Gio Ruggiero, Cole Butcher, William Swalwich, Jesse Love, all guys that came through our program, and then even the young guys that didn't quite get to victory lane yet. There's a lot of promise there, and we really had an enjoyable year.
You mentioned all those names, and all those names were big winners, okay? Jesse Love won at Toledo, Swalwich won the All-American 400, Cole Butcher won the Redbud, and Gio won the Winchester 400. What does that mean to you? Because you're also involved with the Toyota in the development program. What does that mean? If Donnie Wilson wins all four of them with one driver, that's one thing. But with Donnie Wilson winning with 4 different drivers, what's that say about the youth, the development program, and the team as well?
Well, I think that's a big testament I hang my hat on, is that we can have a lot of different guys get in our cars and win. I think in the last 3 years I've been at that program, I think we've now had 11 different drivers be able to win. And I think it just shows back to the guys that are doing the work, the consistency and how they build cars, how they prepare the cars, just the system that it takes to run. We ran 110 feature late model races this year across all the different drivers. Obviously, we go to Winchester, we had 3 drivers, that's 3 events, but that's a tremendous amount of events. But no, it's a big pride thing for the driver development program. I feel like we control their environment. We really put them all on even footing. And I think you see a lot of that. You were at the Winchester 400, you saw all three Wilson cars running 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. It's not, they're all have a pretty equal chance to chase that trophy.
And a little bigger picture with Toyota, because you do work with the Toyota development program. How is the development program coming along? And I marvel at the talent up there. Is it the same for you? You just there's so much talent. How is the development program rolling along from your perspective?
I think good. There's always a lot of drivers at these younger levels, these grassroots levels. ARCA, truck. The thing to remember is there's 4 to 6 to 8 cup seats, right? The goal of the development program is to have Christopher Bell make it to cup, or Kyle Larson went through the Toyota racing program on the dirt side, and then he's in cup obviously on the Chevy side when Chip picked him up, right? So the goal is to obviously see these guys get to Sunday, right? But there's only a few seats there, and for a few years there was only 4 seats there. So, sometimes the knock is, they lost a driver and they moved a driver on, and it's a year-by-year thing that you're going to have 3 or 4 really good drivers kind of vying for one spot on the ladder to move up. So it's very competitive. I think the competition's good, right? They're going to see that competition on Saturdays and Sundays when they race in the Xfinity stuff or in the Cup stuff. So I don't think it's too early to start them in that. But no, I mean, we're always looking for the 14, 15-year-old phenom that's, you can't not help but notice they're winning this and winning that. And, we do the stuff with the combines and we get them in cars and see how they really stack up. And then, like I say, I think the Wilson program offers a great opportunity to really kind of put them head-to-head and see if one stands out above the other.
All right, so we've wrapped up 2023. You won all those big races. You got all these cars, all these kids and everything. What's 2024 look like as far as you guys with Toyota, with Donnie Wilson Racing? What's it look like?
Yeah, same stuff. We actually put out a little press release earlier today. There's a lot of rumors and talk and this and that going around, but same stuff. I'll still be at Toyota working with their driver development program, their TD2 program, our facility at Toyota Performance Center in Mooresville there, where all these drivers, basically come to college to be racers, And then the Wilson program will still be in place for Pro 8 Mile, Super 8 Mile stuff. Some of the drivers are going to do the Cars Tour 8 Mile stock stuff with some different teams. I don't know if quite all of it's announced, so I don't want to let the word out before it's kind of official, but really we've got a really good footprint of racing going on. We call it grassroots racing. The Super 8 models, the Pro 8 models, the late model stocks, that's all grassroots racing to us at Toyota, and we've got the hopper's real full with all that stuff for 2024. So my end, it'll be the Wilson stuff with the straight rail stuff, and still taking care of vast amount of drivers across Toyota's driver development program. Exciting times, that's for sure. I think I might have said last question for you, but this one here is the last one. And you do the straight rail stuff, the super late model stuff, but the Cars Tour with that ownership group, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Justin Marks, and Jeff Burton. And you guys talk about Toyota maybe working some drivers into there. What does that mean to have another robust tour there, predominantly in the Southeast, for drivers to hone their skills on? I mean, it's great. I mean, obviously Jack McNeely did a phenomenal job. Yeah. Revamping the Hooters Pro Cup stuff, kind of like the ARCA cars, into the super late model stuff, into the late model stock stuff. And Junior, I think, recognized it kind of first, like this is an entity he wanted to be a part of. But them guys taking over that series, and they still have Jack involved. I think Jack's just reached an age where, man, he's got to slow down a little bit. He needs some help. But, the Kip Childers being there, and how they utilize the teams that are supporting them. They've got a little ownership group or team owners that they allow feedback to, and they listen to it well. I've been a part of 3 or 4 calls and meetings already where they want to hear from the racer of how to make that work. And I think that's going to be the real key for any series, how they go forward, is they got to involve, I think their first customer is the racer, right? If you go put on a race and you don't have 30 cars there, how are you going to get 3,000 fans there, right? If you show up and you got 10 cars, and it's hard to get people there. So I think the series are learning that they've really got to integrate with the team owners and the staffs that show up with these cars and utilize their feedback to make it work for them. I agree with you. It's fascinating times in asphalt racing, and nobody sees more of it than Bon Suss with Toyota program with Donnie Wilson Racing. Thanks for joining us here at RE. Hey, thanks for having me. There we go. Bon Suss joining us here at Racing Electronics. Stay with us all weekend long here from PRI. More as we continue on.